What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about the spot price of silver falling down now into the $18 an ounce range for the first time in 2 years. And I also wanted to give an update regarding the bear market, market crash, whatever you want to call it, as well as the almost guaranteed recession. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, come and join us in the VIP club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. And of course, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Refer 1 friend by the end of the month and they're going to give you 10 free random stocks. Refer 3 friends by the end of the month and they're going to give you all the way up to 15 free shares of Apple. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Tuesday, July 12th, 2022. The current spot price of silver, as I'm filming the video, is $18.91. It's down 19 cents today so far, or down 0.99%. A solid red day for the beautiful white metal. Spot price of gold is $17.34 even. It's up 30 cents today so far, or up 0.02%. The most mild of mild green days for the beautiful yellow metal. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 90 to 91 to 1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video at like 4 o'clock in the morning, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. Alright, so, in today's video, we gotta talk about the spot price of silver. We need to talk about how silver is technically now below $19 an ounce. I didn't think it was gonna go down below $20 an ounce, and to be honest with you, I didn't even think it was gonna go into the low 20s, let alone $20, let alone now the teens. And that's premium excluded, obviously. But before we can even get into the money, I think we need to first talk about the currency, more specifically the general state of the economy. So today I wanted to start off by talking about bear markets and recessions. Last night I found this Bloomberg chart that showcases that a bear market is a better indicator of a recession than a recession is of a bear market. And at this point in mid-July 2022, pretty sure we all know by now that we are, in fact, in a bear market. Now, let's be fair, we're almost positively in a recession as well, but we technically have to wait to get the GDP data in a few weeks. We can only assume that we're pretty much guaranteed in a recession right now. A bear market, on the other hand, is, for an absolute fact, what we are facing right now, considering all a bear market is a 20% fall from recent highs. That's what we're seeing right now. Just by taking a look at the S&P 500, you can see we're just a hair below 20% since the start of the year. We were down around 22%, but we popped back up a little bit. And by taking a look at the NASDAQ, you can see that we're down 28% since the start of the year. So we are in a bear market. There's no contesting that. And like the Bloomberg chart shows, a bear market is oftentimes a clear indicator of a recession. Now, a bear market doesn't inherently mean that we're in a recession, just like a recession doesn't inherently mean that we're in a bear market. But in addition to a bear market, in addition to valuations falling right now, what else points to a recession? Well, a lot of things point to a recession, but the 2 big red flags are when we see less people spending and when we see less people working. So let's start with the first. During recessions, when our economy is shrinking, we see an increased number of people begin retracting from their regular spending habits, which, by the way, brutalizes the economy even more considering we have a consumption-based economy, but we see less people spending. Is that what we're currently seeing? Yes. Yes, it is. If you look at recent earnings reports from everyday stores like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, etc., 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 you can see that the everyday shopper is continuing to shop, but they're shopping less frequently. And on top of that, the personal savings rate in this country has fallen to its lowest point in 14 years, and credit card debt is approaching an all-time high. This tells us two things. Number one, Americans are having to dip into their savings to afford the essentials, and two, they're resorting to borrowing more money just to stay afloat. Like I said before, less people spending is one of the two big recession red flags, which is what we're seeing right now. But now let's move on to the other red flag, less people working. I'm sure it's no surprise that companies are hiring less workers and beginning massive layoffs. This started a little over 2 years ago when everyone was paid to stay home. Then, in order to lure people back to their jobs, companies had to raise wages. So much so that wages ended up climbing at the quickest pace in 20 years. Now, fast forward 12 to 18 months from when all this started, adding in supply chain constraints and sky-high inflation, companies are now struggling to pay those higher wages and are forced to let people go, as well as cut other costs to avoid sinking. Which brings us around full circle to the second recession red flag, less people working. So in conclusion, I know all of this sounds intense, and that's because it is intense, but what comes with all of this is good news and bad news. The bad news is history repeats itself. But the good news is history repeats itself. We've seen this before. We've made these mistakes as a country before. We've dealt with rampant inflation, mass layoffs, and long-lasting economic pain before. And on the flip side, since the creation of the market, we have come back from every single hit, every single recession, every single bear market, every single economic crisis, and every single crash. And really quick, speaking of the stock market, I just want to issue a very fast, friendly reminder to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Refer one friend to the app by the end of the month, and they're going to give you 10 free random stocks for their referral. Refer 3 friends to the app by the end of the month, and they're going to give you all the way up to 15 free shares of Apple. Webull link in the description. Don't pass up on an opportunity. But back to crashes we've seen in the past. Did every single company recover? No. Did every single investor come out on top? No. But the ones that understand that time in the market always has and always will be timing the market and continue to dollar cost average their way into broad market index funds, regardless of whether they're seeing green or red, are the ones that end up not only surviving, but thriving, seeing the most success long term. So as for my final thoughts, I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't at least mildly nerve-wracking to see the severity of this persistent downtrend. But at the end of the day, I know that all of this could very well be the opportunity of a lifetime for people like me that are looking to take all-out massive action and build generational wealth. Because remember, more millionaires were created during the Great Depression than at any other point in history. Bear markets and recessions hurt the average person, but could potentially be looked at as almost like a steroid injection for our financial future, the people who are willing to take advantage of economic pain and capitalize on low prices. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I've ever said on this channel has ever been financial advice. This is just me documenting my personal journey and experience, but I'm hoping it can spark a conversation. I'm curious. What do you think of all this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. But now, moving away from all that, I wanted to very quickly talk about the silver and the gold. More specifically, the the silver, the beautiful white metal, because we are looking at something that we have not seen since the first half of 2020. It's been over 2 years. We're looking at silver back in the teens. And not only that, we hit the $19 mark. What was it, last week? I think it was over Independence Day weekend. Now here we are, just a couple of days later, or about a week later. We're under $19 an ounce. It's premium excluded, of course. But we're looking at $18.91 for the spot price. And not only that, if spot price were just on a little bit of a decline, let's be honest, if spot price was $19.02 and then it fell down under $19, it's not really too big of a deal. But the fact that we're down 0.99% today so far, silver's having a pretty rough start to the day. Again, I'm filming the video at 4 o'clock in the morning over here. But if you ask me, of course, this is mind-boggling and shocking to see silver go this low again. But I don't have any complaints. Because I'm going to be honest, even though I personally did not expect to ever see this price again, these are the prices that I've been missing. And yeah, of course, you got to factor in the premium. Right now, premiums are, roughly $4 or so. But if you're looking at $18 or $19 an ounce silver, and you add the $4 premium, I mean, we're looking at $22, $23 an ounce silver with the premium included. I don't think that's anything to really complain about, especially considering a year ago we were paying $30 or more per troy ounce. And plus, depending on the local coin shop you stick to or shop with or give your business to, you might end up getting an even better bang for your buck. Who knows? Maybe they're able to get silver for a relatively low premium, and if you're a regular customer of theirs, if you are constantly showing your face and constantly giving them your business and constantly supporting what they have going on, they might hook you up with some good deals, potentially. Who knows? So maybe you're able to get silver for a relatively low premium right now. That's why I keep sticking to my local coin shop. I get a pretty decent deal over there. I've been shopping with them for, at this point, going on 5 years. They know who I am. They know that I'm constantly supporting their small business, especially over the last 2 years. And I stick to Constitutional because right now that's just where I can get the best bang for my buck. I did get something a little bit different though. And unfortunately I couldn't get it from my local coin shop. I ordered it online. I'm a bigger believer in supporting small businesses. Hashtag support your LCS. If you don't want anybody knowing what that stands for, just let them know it stands for locally canned soup. DYDSS t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs in the DYDSS store. Link in the description. But here's the thing. I can get a 5% discount by shopping online right now. So that's what I'm going to do in addition to stopping by the local coin shop to pick up some Constitutional. Unfortunately, my local coin shop is more of an antique shop than anything else, but they do have a section dedicated to coins. So I don't have the craziest selection. So as for the pieces of silver that are a little bit more unusual, that my coin shop doesn't carry, I don't mind doing a little bit of online shopping in the third quarter of the year. But that's about it. The point being is, I ordered something a little bit different. And if you saw the video that I posted a couple of days ago, the silver spin wheel, it was kind of, in a weird way, it was almost like a game show style stacking video. Very odd. I wanted to try something different. I needed some mental stimulation. I can only sit here at my desk staring at the camera pointed at the table for so long. I had to go out and do something a little bit different. So there was a fitness challenge involved. There were a couple different things involved, and it was kind of a game show style video. I'll be the first to admit, very weird, but I had to do something different. If you haven't seen that video, I'd really appreciate if you go and watch it. It actually was quite difficult to film, but it was the good kind of challenge. And that video needs 250 likes in order for there to be a part 2. I don't think we're going to get 250 likes on that video, so there's probably not going to be a part 2, but I still had a lot of fun with part 1. And in that video, I ended up winning a silver prize. And that prize is coming in the mail. I think it'll be here on Wednesday. That's the ETA. Something different. Something I've never owned before, something I've wanted for quite a bit of time. It's not the craziest piece of silver, but it's definitely something a majority of you probably haven't seen and definitely don't own. So I'm excited for that to arrive. Should be here sometime Wednesday afternoon. Coincidentally, every single Wednesday evening, I do a live stream in the VIP club. So assuming that it arrives on time, I'm going to be doing a live unboxing in the VIP club. So if you guys want to see it unboxed in real time, and we could talk about it, show it off, and also talk about almost everything else under the sun for a couple of hours, I go live every single Wednesday night. So come and join us in the VIP club if you want to be a part of that. There's a whole bunch of other perks as well, not just live streams. It's everything. It's basically the same thing as my YouTube channel, but 10 times more. I guarantee you. It's worth it. Come and join us. But in addition to that, I think I'm just going to stick to what I've been sticking to. I think I'm probably going to keep my strategy or my game plan pretty much the same. I'm just going to dollar cost average my way into silver, just like how everybody dollar cost averages their way into the stock market. In my opinion, I think that's probably the best way to go. Like I said before, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just documenting what I do. I started stacking silver when the spot price was about $17 and change, and back then premiums barely existed. This was like late 2017, early 2018. I was stacking silver in the mid-teens before premiums got out of control. I stacked all the way down to the $13, $14 range. Premiums were still almost non-existent. I started stacking silver on the way up before premiums got out of control. I was stacking silver when spot price surpassed the $20 mark and the premiums were high. I was stacking silver in the high 20s. I was even stacking silver when the spot price was $28, $29 with high premiums. It doesn't matter to me what stack price is. Stack price is spot price plus whatever the average premium is at the time. Back then, it was mid to high 20s with roughly a $5 premium. Nowadays, it's the low 20s, or I guess technically in the teens, with I would say probably a $4 premium. Maybe a little bit less depending on where you go, $3, $4 over spot, with spot being in the teens. Regardless of spot price, regardless of premiums, I'm just going after the silver. I've learned over the last couple of years that complaining about premiums and complaining about spot price doesn't change anything. There's nothing I can do to control the spot price. There's nothing I can do to control the premiums. All I can do is what I can do as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to keep trucking along. I'm going to focus on the end goal. I'm going to focus on what's important. I'm not going to get distracted by a price tag being a little bit higher than I'm used to, or a price tag being a little bit higher than I'm excited about. None of that matters to me. Again, I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to focus on the end goal. I want to focus on building wealth over the next couple of years while simultaneously preserving wealth over the next couple of years. And I don't know about you, but I plan on staying focused. I don't know about you, but I plan on keeping my eye on the ball and just keep trucking along. That's what's important. Again, it's all about time in the market, not timing the market. And it's all about dollar cost averaging your way in, not complaining about prices. Of course, we all would prefer to lower our average cost as we stack or as we invest. But you want to know what's even more important than lowering your average cost? Increasing how many troy ounces of silver you own, or increasing how many shares you own. That's what's important. Secondary is lowering your average cost. That's something that you should do if the opportunity presents itself. But if it doesn't present itself, in my opinion, I don't think you should just kick back and just be unproductive and not build. It's brick by brick by brick. That's all you got to do. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. The first half of the video talking about bear markets and recessions. What are your thoughts on that right there? And the second half of the video was really lasered in on silver. What are your thoughts on the spot price being now technically under $19 an ounce? Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and a bunch of different designs, many of which are raising some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free, and every Saturday morning I post a brand new vlog, and there are a ton of other perks. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2 free stocks. They bumped it up to 6 for this month only, so capitalize on that while you can. Deposit any amount, even as little as a penny, and it still works. It still counts. You still get your 6 free stocks. Refer one friend to the app by the end of the month, and they're going to give you 10 free random stocks. For the referral, it's part of their advertising budget rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials. They reward their users for helping them build their app with them, and you can do this 10 times, by the way. If you refer 10 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you 100 free random stocks. 10 each. And of course, if you refer just a measly 3 friends by the end of the month, just click that little invite button and send it to 3 people that you know. Webull's going to give you all the way up to 15 free shares of Apple. Will you get all 15? Maybe. But you're guaranteed at least one. Somewhere between 1 and 15. You win no matter what. There's no losing here. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Why would you not? Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get you some silver, or maybe some gold, if that's what you want. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the first half of the video, talking about recessions and bear markets and everything that we're seeing right now, we're seeing savings go down, we're seeing borrowed money go up, we're seeing people getting laid off of work, we're seeing people retract from their spending habits. What are your thoughts on everything related to that? And then, of course, when it comes to silver and also gold, what are your thoughts on the spot price being down like right now? Spot price of silver is under $19 an ounce. Spot price of gold is under $1,800 an ounce. Are you capitalizing on this opportunity? And what are your thoughts on the precious metals kind of getting smacked around right now? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.